Arrows is a team that you've always known. What can we expect differently from the start of the season?
One and the most important thing for me is the style of play. I think the team is very interesting to me, and I'm sure it will be interesting to a whole lot of other people. We've also transformed the team in terms of the average age. The team was very old last season, and we suffered a lot of injuries that created a lot of commotion at the end, because I think when I started, the group that I started with grasped a whole lot of things very quickly, and we are doing very well. Unfortunately, just before Marumo Gallants, I lost two of my key players, and from there the season turned upside down. But I'm confident this time around with the reinforcements that we have brought in, the youngsters that we have brought in, and the few senior players that are still going to be very important in the team, because when we talk of youngsters, sometimes it looks like we don't care about the senior players. But I prefer to have youngsters because they are the best sparring partners for the senior players. So they make the intensity of the training sessions to be where you want it to be, and then the senior players improve drastically from there. And I'm very confident with the group that I have. It's going to be a very interesting season, and that's all that I can promise.
What then becomes the target for Arrows this season? The top 8 finish?
A top 8 finish is something that every team wants to get. But for me, I'm just saying I want us to do better than what we did last season, because last season was not one of our best. And if better means being in the top 8, then so be it, because Arrows is not a small club. They are not a new team in the league. And if you look at the teams from probably position 3 to position 8, you will say, but why Arrows was not there? Because based on the experience and everything, they also deserve. They are in that bracket of teams, and it will be nice to see them into top 8. But more than anything else, I think it will be nice to watch Golden Arrows this season.
Coach, for you personally, what excites you? What excites you for this upcoming season for you personally? What excites you in regards to the new season? What excites Coach Manqoba Mngqithi?
No, man, I just think it's going to be an interesting season in the PSL. I don't think it's going to be as easy as people think for any team. And it's going to be a test for all of us as coaches and see where we are. Because sometimes with stereotypes and perceptions, it's easy to say it's going to be like any other season. But I don't think so. When I looked at the games that I saw in the first games of the MTN8, I saw a whole lot of interesting things. And I'm saying, let's see. It's going to be a very long year.
Coach, your presence here, is that confirmation of your continuation with the club? Because I know there was uncertainty over whether you are there on an interim basis or if you were looking for something else.
No, man, I'm there. I'm committed to Arrows. I want to bring the team back. It's one of those sacrifices that I thought it's important to do, to make sure that I also show a bit of gratitude for having given me the opportunities they've given me, and also to help KZN, man, to also stamp our authority within the championship and see how far we can go. And I'm looking forward to a very interesting season.
Lastly, Coach, Arrows has also always been one of those teams that is true to its model. I've seen you during this off-season traveling around, especially in the 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝘀, and you've got a couple of signings from, I think, Wanderers as well, from the province. And tell us more in terms of the makeup of your recruits.
You know, I would prefer you to come and watch me. I would prefer you to just come to the game and tell me what you see after, because I've signed some very interesting boys that I think, and I always blame most of our teams in the country for not looking at what South Africa has, because if Pirates could just come with Nkota from nowhere and suddenly is out, it suggests to you the kind of talent that is out there. And Pirates has always done it so well. Saleng, nobody knew about Saleng before, and look at him. Mofokeng, nobody knew about Mofokeng, and look at him. And I'm that kind of a coach who likes to nurture and see new players coming into the fray. And from what I've seen with the boys that I signed, I've got a 17-year-old. You will love what you will see. And if he stays with Arrows for more than 3 seasons without going overseas, I will say something is wrong with my brain, because he's a special player.
17-year-old.
17-year-old.
Watch out for him.
I'm telling you, he's an amazing talent. And for me, that is interesting. There's at Midlands, I signed maybe 5 players under 21, and only one is 24 years old. And it's by coincidence that he's a Khumalo. But he really reminds me of a faster Dr. Khumalo. He is an interesting player. And you believe me, you will love what you will see. And as to what happens in terms of the results and the long table, I don't know. But believe me, we will be an interesting team to watch.
Thank you.
Thank you.